playing Guitar Gochar and my brother is trying to ruin this clip for me. And I got a line for you guys that I really like. It's true what they say. It's not we who control the money. It's the money that controls us. Dun dun dun! Another quotable line from Guitar Gochar. Stop. If women don't support other women, who will? Mic drop. Okay, my dudes, we need to talk about Guitar Gochar because I just finished it, and this was way weirder than I expected it to be. And by weird, I mean it's very weirdly structured. I have never read a story structured like this. We jump back and forth in time, and there's the point that they're poor, and then the next chapter they're buying a new house because they're rich, and I'm just like, when did they become rich? We never got to see that. It's very weirdly structured. It has a lot of quotable lines, like I've mentioned in some clips, and by some I mean only two. So I liked that. The writing style is quite good, but it wasn't anything that sucked me right in or gripped me a lot. So this was interesting. The characters were interesting, but I didn't like the structure of it. So I think it's a middle of the way book for me, and I'm giving it 3 stars. Book haul. Please excuse my AC, which is running right now, and excuse my brother who's playing video games on my right. And all I have to say right now is, me and my brother went to the library, and we got books, and now I'm going to show them to you. So first, let's talk about the 2 holds that we have. So we put a hold for number 1, this 6th volume of Orange. So if you don't know, I read the complete collection number 1 and number 2 of Orange, which is a manga series that I really like. And I gave the first complete collection 5 stars and the second 4 stars. And together they make 5 volumes, but this is the 6th volume. And I'm very excited to see what it is about. It's called Future, so I guess it's about the future. If you don't know what the series is about, it's basically about this girl who receives a letter from her future self. And the letter tells her about certain things that she has to change in her life in order for things to go into a better way. And there's also a new kid at school who's called Kakeru, and she has to take care of him in some way that I'm not going to explain. And that is that. I'm super excited about this one. Yay. And the next manga we got is My Hero Academia Volume 1. I've already started reading this. It's actually not as good as I was expecting it to be. Basically, it's about this main character, whose name I don't remember right now. He has green hair, and he lives in this world where... Oh yeah, here you go. And he lives in the world where people have quirks, which are superpowers. And he doesn't have a quirk or a superpower, but his dream is to be a hero. But heroes always have quirks, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Will he gain a quirk? Will he become a hero? I don't know. This is a very long manga. I don't know. It's just too much going on a single page. Like, take a look at that. It's too much. And Orange was way clearer. There was way less text, and I could get into it more quickly. But this one, I'm still confused about what's going on. It's just one of those books that just throws you right into this world where you don't know what's going on. So yeah. But I'm not giving up on it. And then I entered inside the library because now the library is open for people to go inside, and I got 4 comics or graphic novels. First 3 are part of the Turf Wars, which are the Legend of Korra comics that that happen or start happening right after the series ends. So we have part 1, Shiny, part 2, and part 3. I was so lucky to find all of these at the library because usually you find 1 or 2, but you don't find the third one. I'm very excited about these 3. And I got The Promise part 1, which I already finished today. And I have already read this. I read it back in 2015 when I first watched Avatar. But now that Avatar is back and I rewatched it on Netflix, I want to get into this world again. And I want to read the comics again. And I haven't read all of them. So I want to complete all of them. I've read The Lost Adventures, I've read the entire Promise, the entire Search, and the entire Rift, but I don't remember much about the Rift, so I need to reread all of them. And continue with Smoke and Shadow, North and South, and Imbalance, which are the other 3 comics or graphic novels that are in the Avatar AIM world. And also read the Korra ones, which I haven't read at all. And there's this other graphic series with Korra, which I'm very excited about. So I will be doing a lot of Avatar reading. And then my brother got this, which is The Trials of Apollo, book 1. My brother is very into Percy Jackson, and he's now diving into The Trials of Apollo, which I haven't read, but he will. Did we forget anything? Did you get anything else? I feel like we got something else.
Yeah, we
Wait, I think we're forgetting something. Oh, yes, we did get something else.
did. Drake.
This is a joke. It's a joke. But yeah, my brother got this. I don't know what's gonna do. I don't know, will he review this? Will he do some weird post about it? Will he read it for fun? I don't know. Yeah, this was the thing I forgot. So now you know. And that's my book haul. Since I have nothing better to do, I am just gonna go ahead and do the Racing to Read tag, which is a new tag that Ariel and Raylene created for the Reading Rush. So, let's start with the first question. Warm Up, a book that stretches your mind. And I know the perfect book for this, and it's none other but my favorite book of all time, Angels and Demons. This is the most mind-stretching and mind-bending book I've ever read my entire life, and I'm still waiting for a book to top this one. It's just so incredibly perfect. And I'm just gonna say, it has Illuminati, antimatter, a plot that takes place in 24 hours, it's a thriller, and has to do with Vatican and the secrets of Vatican. Ooh. The second question is Start Line. What's a book that you started but never finished? Well, when it comes to classics, there are a bunch of classics that I just don't find interesting. I find them very boring or just don't grab my attention. And one of them is Anna Karenina. I was 100 pages in and so little had happened. And I was only in part 1 because it's such a long book. I was split into 2 parts. And I was in part 1, so I had only read, I don't know, 1/10 of the book. And it was so boring. And I just hated it the entire time. And I could not resist. I could not stand it. I could not read that book. The third question is Sprint, a book that you read really quickly. And for that, I have Coraline. Coraline is everything I want in a middle grade book. And I read this when I was 12, so yes, I still read a lot of middle grade, but it's creepy. It has a strong main character. It has a goal. It has another world. And Neil Gaiman, how did you come up with that idea? It's perfection. Love it to pieces. The fourth question is marathon. What's your favorite long book? And isn't that obvious? This. It's about 560 pages. But it's not 560 pages of nothing. So much happens in this. It's so action-packed. Please read it. It's so good. Then next we have Hurdles. What's a book that had ups and downs? And for that I have The Raven Boys. I read the first half of The Raven Boys and I did not like it. I didn't find it interesting. I didn't know what the hype was all about. But then the second half came around and oh my god, it was incredible. Even though the rest of the series was a miss for me, I did not like the rest of the series. The first book is solid and I give it 5 stars just because the second half was incredible. Next we have Finish Line, a book that you were proud to finish. And for that I have, obviously, The Game of Thrones. The first book. I did not like it and it took me a month and a half to finish. But I was so proud that I finished an 800-page book. Yeah. Then we have a question that I can't really answer. It's called Gold Medal, best book you've read during a readathon. And this, The Reading Rush, is the first readathon that I've participated in. I have not officially participated in any other readathon, and even in this one, I still haven't read a book that has been 5 stars. So, I'm sorry, but I don't have a favorite book. And the last question is participation ribbon. An underrated book you wish got more attention. And of course, I have to pick Three Comrades for this because it is the best classic I've ever read my entire life. However, I've already talked about this, so another book that I wanted to talk about is A Never-Ending Story. When people talk about A Never-Ending Story, they talk about the movie. And I feel like very few people actually know that the movie was inspired by a book. And I wish more people read the book first and truly got to experience the amazingness that the book is. It has such an amazing, cool concept. And it has talking dragon. I don't usually like animals, but I like the dragon. And it has ups and downs, which means that it has high stakes and you don't know what's coming. You get surprised by the plot twist and oh my god, it's just chef's kiss. And that's it for the Racing to Read tag. And this is the 3rd day of the reading rush. I have completed Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Promise, Part 1. And I'm currently making my way through My Hero Academia, Volume 1. And I might read some more later on, but we'll see. So I'll update you guys later. Bye!